Hey everybody, it's Missy Wolf at CMA Fest with my lovely co-host Reagan Richards and the most beautiful Julia Cole.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So happy to be here with y'all.
I am so happy that we got you on our schedule, number one, because I've been texting you, girl, your song, Your Boy. Oh, I was like that. I wish I could have written some letters to some moms of some boys in my
That
life.
was a tough one. I almost didn't put that song out because it was just too real. And I was so scared of everyone I actually know in my real life hearing it. And enough people told me you cannot hide your truth to try and sugarcoat what really happened and all that. And I still I do my best to not, drag anybody through the mud, but it really is. It's a letter to my ex's mom that it just says all the things I know I'll never get to say. You don't get to say goodbye, you know?
Right.
So
Right.
You don't.
It's really true. You don't censor things. And how many people are thinking, oh my gosh, that's what I wanted to say. And
Yeah.
Oh, I've gotten thousands of messages.
Yes.
I mean, the videos have millions of views on them, and it's
Absolutely.
just people telling me not only are they saying you've helped me through my breakup, or the exact same thing happened to me, but I didn't expect all the messages from people saying, Julia, you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Now, same thing happened to me. Now I'm with the love of my life.
Right.
You're going to be fine. Have faith. And I was
Yeah.
brought to tears by messages
Yep.
from the
Right.
Cole team. I had no idea that I needed to hear it.
Exactly.
And it's been such a two-way street, this whole
Right.
album.
Therapeutic for both sides. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so glad you put it out. When I heard it, I was in tears, and I told you, I'm not going to do it again. Okay, I might. No, I've been through it, and it sucked. And so to hear you have to take over.
It's true. It's true. Because, people listen to music and they're not looking for the perfect note. They're looking for a song to speak to them.
Yeah.
When a song speaks to them, yes, of course, it's their therapy,
Mhm.
But like you said, you're getting the therapy because everybody's coming to you and telling you all these different stories and maybe aspects of it that you didn't even think of. when you're writing
100%.
it. So now it's just takes on all these different levels of it. So that's
Yeah.
what's really incredible. Wow, it's such a great song
Thank you.
that just tackles these feelings,
Yes.
and
And-
so many people can relate to.
And honestly, I didn't even know if you would remember me. I just, because I saw you and I was like, I have her number because we were at Louis Palooza and you had just won the contest with the free rent.
Oh, that's right.
At the Sobro, yeah.
And then I was like,
That's right.
I was like, she's not going to remember me, but you know what? I'm going to text her because I just felt so strongly like I needed to reach out to you. And then you messaged me and I was like, she remembers. She's so sweet. I just love her even more. And then you
Well, I
bring-
get just as excited that you love the music. People don't understand how excited we get as songwriters when we know that the messages are actually reaching people.
Yeah.
And this album is so different for me because I think I was just so exhausted after this past, breakup, calling off the engagement, that I didn't have the energy to put on a front. I couldn't fake it. And even if I wanted to. So I went into these writers' rooms, and a lot of these writers and producers are my best friends, you know? So I go in there and I'm just we're just talking about what's really happening right now, today in my life. And that's where the song came from. And then the next song, and then the next song. So it's turning into a whole album instead of just an EP because the story doesn't end. You have to keep getting through the healing process. There's always the next chapter. And, the Life After You EP was probably the hardest part of it, but all these songs that are coming out next, a lot of those have to do with, running into him at the bar or trying to open up your heart to another person and just not being ready.
Right.
Or just a million things. There's so many things that every single person who's gone through something like this has to deal with.
Right.
And there's no specific handbook or anything. So as much as you tell somebody else what's going to be for them, it's not. It's just all in that moment. You just never know. So you putting that all out there is going to definitely be very helpful for a lot.
I hope so. It sure is therapy writing it.
Well, because we do this to ourselves. We think, I shouldn't be going through this. There's something wrong with me that I'm still in this process.
Yeah.
And there's really not. There's no right or wrong way to heal and to get through things. So you being able to put it out there, let somebody else know that they're not alone.
Yeah.
Which is
They're
really
telling me the same thing, that I'm not alone too.
Yep,
So it makes me feel better. I'm like, people don't realize how much, I read my DMs. I read all my messages from people. And so whenever people send me things that are heartfelt and emotional, and really just, I can tell how much they really care. Like they're sending me a message for me to read, to help me. And it's just beautiful. Like I didn't know that that was what was going to happen in this journey.
Well, when you genuinely care about your fans, they're going
I
to
do.
genuinely care about you in
Yeah.
return. And
I'm
you-
biased, but I think the Cole team's the best fan base.
I mean, I gotta say they're pretty great. They're pretty great. And you have brought so many young girls and people on stage. You sang with them. You post them on social media all the time.
Well, they're so cute. How can I not? They're so
really
good. They know
are.
all the words. They're just like dancing around. I'm like,
Yep.
I love them.
You know, we were at Gold Coast Jam. Was that last week? That was last week, right?
It's been like 6 years in the last 2 days. So
Right.
I don't know.
I feel like it's just crazy. But there was this little 10-year-old cowboy with the cutest
Stop.
leather stuff, sang every.
I can't handle little
He
cowboys. They're so
sang. He was standing right next to me, and he was the producer of the show. It was his son. And he sang every Morgan Wallen song, every Nate
course
Smith
he
song.
did.
He knew every word to every song. And I'm just sitting there like, man, you're making me look bad. Like, wow. But he was so sweet and so cute. And I'm just like, I can't resist the kids either. I see
My
them and
older
I'm just like,
sister is very pregnant right now, like 2 days past her due date,
Oh.
pregnant, and like
Oh.
about to have a baby. And we're having a little
ready.
nephew.
Oh.
And I'm gonna buy so many little cowboy boots.
Yes, you
you
have to.
cannot even imagine. Like
the little boots.
I'm gonna be broke.
Well, we were talking
I
about
can't
this
wait.
the other day. Little
I'm
kids'
so excited.
outfits.
They're so cute.
It's not. I mean, you could have the same outfit in an adult. Nothing
No.
compared to little kids.
No.
You get those little
No.
boots, those little shoes, the little
Like the little
They
Nikes
just
too.
wear it so much
Yeah.
better. They're so
really
cute.
cute.
So
Really, really
adorable.
cute. You're spoiled.
Oh,
Yes,
and it's
I have to.
it's
Yeah.
totally worth it. Did you ever stay at that apartment like once you were done with it?
No,
being
I just
free?
did 1 year there. I don't
Okay.
really like living downtown.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I
I'm
was
from
like,
Texas. So it's like we don't do parking garages very
Okay.
well.
Because I wasn't
not
sure.
my
I was
thing.
like, I wonder if she liked it or if she.
No, I'm
absolutely-
so grateful. I
Yeah.
mean, it was an incredible experience, and the building was great. But I just like I need a little more space,
Yeah.
even just like outdoors space,
sure,
you
yeah.
know. So
That
I
was just so cool, though. I'll never forget that, and I've never have heard of anybody doing that. Like, it was just the coolest.
I mean,
thing.
I was broke. Like I was Airbnb-ing my futon out to pay rent to stay in Nashville. So that really changed my life staying there. She's talking about a
Wow.
contest. I won free rent for a year
Yes.
at a condominium complex here, and I put shows up, concerts together on the roof, and like they had like a rooftop pool deck. So I would put
Yeah.
on shows for all of the people who live there once a month, and I got to live there for free.
That
So
is
it
the-
was-
I mean,
it
that's
was
just
like-
such a great.
It was really
experience.
life changing, honestly.
That's so cool. Now,
Yeah.
what do you got going on now? Like,
Well, aside from the music coming out,
Mm-hmm.
you know, new songs every month, the Spicy Tour 2024, we're hitting a bunch of different cities, and we haven't announced the dates, but we're crossing the pond. I know we're going to do some
Ooh.
UK, some Australia,
Okay.
like
Oh, wow.
we're going to be all over. So if your city is not on the Spicy Tour yet, there is a place to request your city. So
okay.
we want to come meet everybody.
All right, now
That's
you
fantastic.
can give her some pointers on the whole across the pond tour, right?
So you have to know that these people across the pond are going to absolutely love you. They're going to love your music. They're going to live by every word, and they are the most genuine, music-loving people you can imagine. I
I'm
mean,
so excited.
of course, we've got
Yeah,
got over here in the States, but they are don't think because you're going over there that it's a whole other world of a separation.
Right.
It's not.
Good.
It's not.
Oh, I'm so
You are
excited.
really going to absolutely fall in love. You're gonna want to spend a lot of time.
Look, all I'm saying is if I happen to find some gorgeous man over there, maybe we just
Listen.
stay. I'm just kidding. I love America, but you know.
But hey, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
maybe.
But
you
call
wanna
me. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly. Now, what was your favorite place to go when you went over?
I'll tell you, Sweden was amazing. I'll tell you, if you can get to Sweden,
Okay.
they will eat you up. They
Really?
will absolutely just love you.
Okay.
It's a really Malmo, Sweden is wonderful. Specifically, there's a place called the Medley, which is such a great place to play. There's just really the people there are just very passionate about it, and that's what you want. You want people that are just just like I said, live by what you're saying, and they really do, and they love it. So and it's very clean. Like you
Yes.
can
Wow. We
and
love that.
we like everything's very no frills there in Sweden, Denmark. Very you can lick the floor, like the bathrooms. Now,
Okay, I'm not looking at the bathroom floor. I don't
do
care
have
what
to say
bathroom it
this.
is.
No,
Ain't
no,
happening.
here's a
She's
point,
like,
though.
spoken from experience. I
No.
live to tell the tale.
Here's what I say about it. Like toilets. I'm just good. Everybody's using the toilet. How do they get it that clean? I mean, when I tell you, it looks like it's brand new off the showroom floor.
No way.
So you think to yourself, I'm the first one using this? But
So
no,
it's like
that's how-
Buc-ee's is what you're telling me.
That's how clean it is. I'm like, people
Buc-ee's
must
is like
use
the
this.
pinnacle of
Yes.
bathrooms in America.
Yes.
Like I love Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
Also, obviously a Texas girl. Like
Right, Buc-ee's, you got it.
someone
Okay.
asked me earlier, it was in one of the ESPN interviews, and they were like, what's your favorite place to get like when you're on road trips to get some fast food? And I was like, this isn't even really a fast food place, but Buc-ee's.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I go in there, get a little brisket sandwich.
Oh my gosh, and their breakfast is amazing, but they have kolache. Oh,
I live for
Kolache.
kolaches. Yeah.
oh,
Well, I also
so
have
good.
to tell you, when you go to Europe, you're going to lose your mind for the rest stops there. The rest stops are not like regular rest stops.
Really?
It's like gourmet. Like you are going to lose your
Oh,
mind. Like
Oh.
I mean, just prepare yourself.
So they're really
to have-
telling me I'm not going to come back.
No,
is what's
I mean,
happening.
people,
So bring
You
a
might
lot
not.
of spending money.
we will miss
Yeah.
you,
Gonna
but
need
you're
it.
going to have a good time.
They're like, you're going to have fun. You're going
And-
to be broke.
and
But
document the food journey
Oh,
because
yeah.
because we love food.
Okay.
So you gotta like.
I will.
I've tried to eat my phone several times when I've seen people post pictures, and
I
I'm like,
love-
oh, that looks so good. And
Yeah, I'm a foodie for sure.
Yeah, you're
for
not
sure.
going to be able to believe the rest stops and what it's
Okay.
like. It's unreal.
I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
yeah.
Tell everybody where to find you for now before you head over to the pond.
Absolutely. So we do have a bunch of US dates too. You can find all my music and tour stops at juliacolemusic.com and all my social medias at Julia Cole Music. And I do respond to all of my Instagram DMs. So if you saw me on the show, send me a message.
You heard her. So do it. Check her out and add her music to your playlist. Until next time, everybody. We'll see you soon.